Well, welcome to episode 10 of the Bailey Joe Show. Tonight we have a special guest, JB from @OldTownCards on Twitter. He's super active and he's got a super positive personality over there, and he's always interacting with a lot of the community. And he also recently did just start his own YouTube channel, and that's called
Just Another Card Show.
Just Another Card Show.
Follow it, man.
Yeah, go subscribe. He has more subscribers than us. He's already killing it. Like 6 videos, right?
Yeah, so I think I might have released episode 7 today. So Just Another Card Show. I'm JB. It's awesome to be here, guys. I've been chatting with Bailey just through DMs and stuff. We're all kind of interested in these little rectangular pieces of cardboard, and so it's just fun to talk to people. I think jokingly was like, "We'd love to hear from you." I was like, "Bring it, man. Let's do it." So here we go.
Yeah, so since Ben and Joe aren't super into baseball cards as I am, I've been wanting to talk about them a little bit more because we've been really focusing on more basketball and football, and JB has a little bit more knowledge than I'm guessing I do, and definitely more than Ben and Joe. Sorry, guys, but
Jose, I thought.
Yeah, no, Jose F. So just recently, like less than 2 weeks ago, 2020 Bowman first edition was released, and it was a digital release only on Topps.com, and basically it was almost impossible to get. The Topps.com kept shutting down for everybody, and yeah, it really sucked. I didn't get any. I tried all 3 days of the release, and to be completely honest with you, I tried so hard that I am now locked out of Topps.com, and I will show you.
Yeah, you told me this,
I
man.
can't get there. Denied. 100% of the time. I can't even get there on my phone, my girlfriend's phone. It's so stupid.
Have you bugged?
Yeah, so JB, did you try and did you get any?
Yeah, I did not get any. So I tried hard on the first day.
Same.
And I didn't get through. And then I tried a little bit less hard on the second day. For me, I don't think that the product is as great as everybody is making it out to be. Now, with that said, I think because it's so expensive and exclusive that it's driving up how much those cards are going to be worth. But in reality, I mean, the odds of getting an auto are insane. It's like one in and don't quote me on this, but it's like one in 900 packs or something, or maybe 100 packs or something, 150 maybe. You'll pull it up. But the odds for an auto are terrible. It's Bowman paper, but people seem to like it. It's expensive. It's exclusive. So what is it for the auto? I don't know. Anyway, so I didn't get any on the third day. I didn't even try. I didn't care enough. I was just like, look, man, these just aren't meant for me. They're meant for the bots. Those, or super crazy workarounds with 3-4 different windows. And I just wasn't willing to put in the time on a product that I don't think is that exciting for $15 a pack.
Yeah, so if they were selling for $15 per pack, and now they're selling for literally $30, and then I don't know what it was per box, but 24. The max you could buy was 24 cards. But you look at that Jason Dominguez card, and he's selling for $150 plus, I think.
Yeah, and that's the tricky part about Bowman. I mean, no one knows if this guy. Look at that, 625. No one knows if this kid is going to be good. I mean, I think maybe he's 18.
Right.
I don't even know if he's 18. So for me, it's just not worth the money for me.
For sure. Do you think I think because they're paper too, I bet they're harder to PSA 10 or, BGS 9.5. I feel like they're tougher to do with, I don't know, the chrome.
Yeah, with paper
products.
With paper, usually, yeah. I mean, you get those. I was watching an episode of your guys before, and you were talking about basketball cards and the football cards. And, if you have those Prizm cards or the chrome cards, I mean, the corners are just going to be way more crisp, way sharper. And that's why people like the Bowman chrome, typically. Sure. I mean, Bowman paper is, you can go buy a Tatis first Bowman paper for $4. And that dude's legit. You know,
Legit.
we don't know anything about Jason Dominguez, but it's got a cool first edition stamp on it.
I like Bowman Chrome a lot. That's what I've been looking into a lot lately is the Bowman Chrome cards, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I picked up a couple of Luis Robert's last year. Those are already taking off. He's, big prospect. The White Sox this year are looking like, they're just loaded with talent. They've got this young kid, Luis Robert, who's coming up. He'll be a rookie this year. And they still have, Tim Anderson, Yohan Moncada, Eloy Jimenez. They have a loaded roster in terms of bats, and they have some decent arms too.
So you think they're going to be really good?
Eloy's my guy, man. I've been collecting some of his rookie cards.
I agree.
He's actually pretty inexpensive right now. I just got his rookie card from Heritage High Number, the purple. I got for $550 at auction.
Huh.
Wait, what? What card?
What's
his Heritage High Number purple?
Whose was it?
Eloy Jimenez.
I was just watching your video like when I was getting ready for this, and I saw that you had a hot box, but I didn't see which ones.
Well, this I actually bought off eBay a couple of days before. Purple chrome refractor. Yeah, Heritage purple chrome refractor.
Wow.
Yeah.
You got Jimenez spelled wrong up there. There you go. There you go.
So that's freaking awesome. That was the first hot box you ever had.
Yeah, that was the first one I had. This is from this year, so I got his rookie card for $550, which is just stupid.
There we go.
But yeah, Heritage High Number. I know you guys do a segment where you talk about things that people are buying. So I just bought. I did a video. They're on top. We were talking about how expensive things are getting. They're on Top's website, on Walmart.com, retail blaster box of last year's Heritage High Number, where you can hit Pete Alonso rookie card, Tatis rookie card, Vlad rookie card, Eloy, Hira, Senzel, Keyboom. They're all in there with base cards for $20 blasters. Don't have to break the bank. They're fun to open. I opened 5 of them last night. One was the hot box, so I was getting a purple chrome refractor in every pack. It was a lot of fun. It's not going to make you a bunch of money if that's what you're looking for, but if you're looking for some fun during quarantine and having to be at home, it's a good buy. That's a good time.
So I'm not going to lie, but the first piece of advice I got on Twitter was from you to buy 2019 Series 2 and Chrome. So I bought it all.
Nice. Series 2 last year was a blast, man.
That's so funny. Wow. So another thing I wanted to talk about was the Project 2020 that Topps is doing right now. More specifically, the Trout card from Ermsy. That card is going insane. Did you happen to buy any?
No, because I'm an idiot. And
have you bought any of the Project 2020 cards?
Yeah, me and 35,000 other people bought the Ben Baller Trout.
I bought 5 of them as well. So
yeah.
Why do you think that one, the Ermsy card, is going up so much?
That was the first one. People didn't know yet. It's only got a print run of 2,900. So wow. It's a short print, and it's the first short. It's the first one, So that's just insane. And just to think they were just sitting there for 48 hours. You could have bought 30 of them.
Wow.
They just sit there. So the way that Project 2020 works is they release 2 new cards, I guess, every 2 days, created by these famous artists. And so Ermsy's one of them. Then Ben Baller's another. And so they sit there for 48 hours and they determine the print run based on purchases. So they're not created yet. Once that 48-hour window closes, then they print the cards. So however many are bought is what the print run is. This is the one that came out today. Have you seen that?
How is it selling at $500 already?
That's the artist proof. So it's numbered to 20.
Okay.
People hate this.
So how does that one work? The first 20 people that get it just get...
Yeah, it costs $200 for the artist proof, and there's 20 of them. Your name has to be bought to be able to get it.
Your name has to be bought.
Yeah, and no one else is getting them.
Oh, that's so funny. I like some of them, but like, I don't really want to pay $20 to get this card. Really, I did buy 5 of these, but I doubt I'll buy any more.
Yeah, I bought a few of these today. Scroll down a little bit. This is the one that came out today. Click the card. People are crushing it because it's not even his.
Oh, whoops!
It's not even. Doesn't look like his rookie card, which is what it's supposed to be. And I don't know if you guys saw, but the artist clapped back on Instagram on somebody pretty good. He said, "If you don't like it, then don't buy it, you effing snob."
I think it's kind of cool looking. It's like a cartoon.
Yeah, and I think because people are bashing it, it'll have a low print run, and then because it has a low print run, it'll be worth a lot of money. So it's funny how the world works. It's like make these cards really crappy so that I can buy them,
right?
And they'll have low print runs.
Dang,
especially for Trout. That's awesome. So what is your stance in the hobby? Like, would you say you're more of a collector, or do you buy cards like assuming that they're going to go up in value?
Yeah, I mean, I think that I collect similarly to I think it's you, Ben, or you're the big rookie collector.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, it's like I have players that I collect, like Soto. If you guys have seen any of my videos, or me just being a braggadocious a-hole about how much I love Juan Soto because he won us a World Series last year. It was great, 1-7. I don't know if you guys saw it, so I collect Soto and I collect some Nats, but it's like fantasy sports almost. Like, I like having these rookie cards of players that I think are going to be good, and basically gambling on them. It's like a form of gambling, and I'm like, all right, like, I think that Tatis long-term is going to have a better career than Vlad Jr., so I have more Tatis cards. And I want to follow him and cheer for him and watch Padres games because I've got, I'm rolling the dice with Tatis and his back. And so that's kind of how I approach it. I've got my guys, and then I've got my guys that I'm gambling on.
I feel like that's the best take I've heard, honestly.
For sure.
On like what side of the hobby you're on, because like we're all collectors in a sense, but like it's not maybe not so much investing, but it's like gambling for fun for the guys that you like.
Does it take longer to, let them go though? If you're that personally invested, like, are you ready to pull the trigger on those PSA 10s when they come back, or are you long-term invested in those types of players?
It's a lot easier when you have like 80 Tatis cards at PSA. So maybe I have a problem there, but that helps.
No, that's the cushion, I think, that allows you to have to rip some off, right when they come back, and then obviously keep some because you want them long term.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so a friend of mine who got me into sending cards to PSA, he has a good take on it. And what he does is when he gets his cards back from PSA, obviously, you're excited to get the cards back and they're cards you wanted to grade. But he does this and I do this as well. I sell enough out of it to pay for my PSA order.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I basically just got the cards that I have left over afterward sent for free because I made my money back on the ones that I sent.
I agree with that. That's a really good way to do it financially, for sure.
You just always have to be looking at that stuff, man. It's so easy to get carried away.
No doubt.
And that's why every Friday I do a stack sale. It's a pain in the ass to sort through everything. But I do it because that $100 to $300 or $400 that I bring in, it makes me feel a little less bad about buying a $500 hobby box of Optic.
Right.
No,
exactly.
That too. Nope.
Did you watch any of that Jordan documentary? Have you been watching that at all?
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, where he said,
religion.
Yeah, I know, man. Where he said he's addicted to competition. I think that's such a good way to put it, man, because you're investing in these players, but you're addicted to the competition of hopefully their prices continue to rise, and it makes you feel good, especially when you got 80 of them and you can just sell them off one at a time.
Yeah,
it makes it hard. It makes it hard not to have sports right now. You know, that's the passion that I have for this, is watching these players increase in value because they're playing the game. You know, at this point, we're basically collecting Pokemon cards, but they've just got athletes on them.
They got athletes on them.
I will say, I bought up a bunch of Juan Sotos after they did win the World Series, and they've been doing fairly well, so I'm hanging on to some.
He's going to be something else. He's a guy he's addicted to competition. You know, you were just talking about that, Ben. He's just so funny, man. Like, you hear anything he says, it's like all he thinks is about baseball and winning. The Nats did this thing where they all got on a Zoom call, and Soto like came in, and all he could talk about was baseball. He was talking about how Chirinos was chirping him in the World Series, and he played a mind game with Chirinos, the catcher, for the Astros, saying, throw me the fastball. And he knew that Chirinos wouldn't do that. So Chirinos called a change up, and he sent the thing to the moon. So like, he's just a guy who seems to have it up here too, as like maybe not the smartest player, but like hyper competitive, which I like in people who I'm fans of and people who I collect. So I think you need to have that motivation, like we're seeing in the Jordan documentary, to be able to take your game to that next level.
So are you buying more PSA 10s, or do you like ripping or buying raw and then sending to get them graded?
Yeah, so I mean, if I see a good deal on one, I will buy one. But no, I mean, I rip. My joy in all of this is ripping open packs of cards. I mean, there is nothing, at least right now, with the way the world is, that I enjoy more, dude. It's so much fun. So, I mean, I'd say about 95% plus of my collection is stuff that I've opened.
Nice.
That's awesome, man.
That actually is cool.
Yeah, I hope they keep the print runs slim enough to where you can actually open boxes and you won't go bankrupt by doing that. I mean, we talked to our cousin a couple weeks ago, and he says that what he does, he buys hobby boxes, he opens them, and then he sells all the cards, and he makes money. So it's just kind of a weird system, because a lot of people think you buy boxes, you're throwing money away, but at the same time,
you got to list them right away. I mean, that's when the hype is around the box being released.
It takes time too, which is the tough part. But if you can do it, you can make money at it. Which is, hopefully they keep those print runs even with the demand of cards, and I think it'll make everybody happy. So.
Yeah, I generally think that aside from big hits or really crappy boxes, the contents of the box generally should equal the price you paid for it. And I think the hobby does a good job on its own. Like, it's like this ecosystem that knows how much something costs. Like basketball, I heard you guys talking about it on one of your previous episodes. Like, it's going through the roof in prices, but so are the cards. So it's like the boxes are crazy expensive, but so are the cards. So it's not really any different. It's just how much capital do you have on hand to be able to invest into a box. I'm not saying invest like I think I'm going to retire with cards, but I'm saying like I'm going to put money towards something and hope to get something back of similar value out of it. I bought multiple of these that you're on right now, these Optic hobby boxes. I made money on all of them and kept the vast majority of rookies and parallels. So like, nice. I don't know. It's hard to say. I also hit an $1,100 Luka out of one of them, so that was nice. That definitely padded the stats a little bit, but that's what you can get out of them.
Yeah, if you buy enough of them, you're going to hit something.
Yeah, I bought two. So in one, I got a Luka out of 10, and then in the other, I got a LeBron out of 59.
How much did you buy them for?
About $425 when I got them. So those two cards alone net me $1,550.
So these these boxes aren't even up that much.
Dude, they are. These optic boxes are so dope.
How long ago did you buy one?
About a month ago.
Dang, we need to buy some optic.
Mm-hmm.
Is
LeBron in the Lakers or the Cleveland jersey?
Lakers. It was a Lakers blue.
Oh wow.
Blue Prizm out of 59. You could probably look up the card. Yeah. 2019.
Do you only buy hobby, or do you ever buy like what do you?
Man, that's an interesting question. Here, if you type blue, you'll probably get mine. Scroll up. Yeah, type blue. See what you get here. We unsold. Yeah, this is for $450. I wonder.
Just go price highest.
Anyway, doesn't matter. But I really do feel like you get such better value with basketball if you can spend money. It's just like
I agree with that.
Good potential hits right now too, though.
You just when you buy the retail, man. I mean, you are praying that you hit in both boxes. I got a Zion and a Ja in both boxes, just base, and like. That's what you're praying for a silver in retail. And spoiler alert, you're probably not going to get it. I mean, you're hoping for one specific card variation of 2 players out of the whole set. It's a 300-person set, 300-player set. So, I mean, the odds of that are just astronomical versus, you're getting these boxes. You're getting a guaranteed auto, a bunch of parallels, like a Kawhi out of 150. I mean, it'll still go for $20.
Right.
And you're going to get cards like that. But it's scary. I mean, it's scary to spend $500 on a box of cards and hope that you get something decent. I don't get that LeBron. It's a very different story. That LeBron is I don't know, Pau Gasol. We're having a very different conversation.
How long have you been collecting for, Justin?
I did it a lot as a kid, and then I've really picked it back up a lot over the last 2 years or so. I got back in big time on 2018 update with Acuna and Soto, and that's enough to get the juices going, man. I mean, I was buying $10 hangers on Walmart, not knowing any idea what I'm opening at the time. And I'm like, oh, this is sick. Like I keep pulling Soto and this Acuna kid is like supposed to be pretty good. And now I've got like 40 rookie cards of each guy that are sitting in a box of PSA, unfortunately.
How long have they been there for?
So I sent a 100 card order in November, early December.
Yep.
Received, you send it and then they take their sweet time to receive it. And then sent another one in February. Neither. The second one is a 200 card order. So I got 300 cards sitting in a box at PSA that include dozens of Vlad short prints, Acuna US 250, Soto US 300, Tatis, Alonso, and Eloy just sitting there. Like $10,000 worth of cards, no big deal.
When they come back, what percentage of PSA 10s that you thought were PSA 10s would you expect to get?
It's a good question. I don't know anymore. People have gotten so infatuated with it that I feel like they're going to start grading harder. I mean, the last order that I got back, I mean, it was like 80% were PSA 10s. I do set a minimum, so it's either going to be a 10 or a 9. You can set a minimum grade.
Yeah, I what do you think about that? Because I just sent 50 cards in, and because they were only accepting 500 plus, like if they were or $100 plus in value. Mm-hmm. Did you see that? They just opened it up to everything, but so I sent 50 cards in, and probably for maybe 10 of them that I thought were right on the verge of a 9 or 10, because I put a lot of time into basically looking at corners and everything, but I just put 10. I only want a 10, so they'll send it back to me if they think it's a 9, but I think if it's right between, have you ever done that before? And what's your experience, I guess, by
I just tell them I don't want anything lower than a 9. I'm cool with 9s. I mean, a 9 is basically like this card is good enough to buy, and it's in a nice little case.
Okay.
And so, like, I feel like it's still worth it, and I spent all that. I'm sure you know. Yeah. All that time sending them, putting them together, that it was like, if I'm going to do all this, at least just send it back to me in my nice little plastic case for whatever. Yeah. For you, what, $11 a card?
For mine, no, it was like $25 a card.
Oh, wow.
Anything over $100, it's like, I think it was like 25 a card. Or maybe it was 20. I don't know.
I'm doing so I got the membership. It's worth it if you do it a lot. Yeah, so if I send 200, I get it for $850.
Yeah, $850, but they got to be under value of like $500, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
Per card. So if it's like a Zion green, or a Zion silver, and you send that in, you have to spend like a premium, right?
Well, I would have to hit my first Zion silver first.
Okay, all right. Right.
Wow. It's cool. I've only opened like 10,000 basketball cards and haven't gotten one. No one's sour.
Okay.
So the last thing that I wanted to kind of talk to you about was what you think about all the like new people coming into the hobby. Basically, the people that are coming because of Gary V, and like hit that wave of people. Like, how do you think that's affecting it? And I guess now and in the long term.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind it as much. There's as you saw with the Bowman release, this is the new world. We don't get new releases online like that stuff. We won't get it anymore. All the sneaker kids who have their bots and they know how to game the system, it's theirs now. Say goodbye to Sapphire. Say goodbye to any of these specialty releases on Top Site, these exclusives. You're not going to get them anymore. That sucks. But it also is bringing lots of new buyers. These are flippers. And real quick on that, I know people debate collector versus investor. I don't care about those two. There's like a lower form, which is like the hashtag flip life. Those are the people that people should be going after, not us who just want to maybe make a couple bucks on some cards here and there that we buy or what have you. I don't know if you guys are hashtag flip life. If you are, that's fine. But like that sneaker community that comes from very Gary V type brand folks. They're also buyers, man, and they will buy your cards and they will take big gambles. And, it makes it so the Ermsy Trout is going for 500 because you've got these folks that's their game, man, that they like playing that game. That's not a game for me. I'm not buying $500 Trout cards that are made in mass at Tops.
That is crazy.
But I don't know, man. I don't think it's that bad. To each their own. If people want to collect, come collect. You want to flip, you flip. Do your thing. And the more eyeballs on this, the better for all of us. I mean, we're doing a show on this stuff. Like, we enjoy it. How do you have it not go away? Have more revenue coming into the system. The more people that are buying, the better it is for everyone who's involved. And if you don't feel that way, I mean, that's just, I guess, selfish in my opinion.
I agree with that 100%.
There's plenty enough avenues into card collecting right now that, different sports are bringing up cards now, and just there's plenty of different areas for people to get into it and still just keep the entire hobby as something that is just kind of fun still, I think, to everyone for sure.
Yeah. Well, thanks for joining us tonight, Justin. Seriously appreciate it. I think we had some great conversation, and you taught me a lot, and I'm sure Ben and Joe learned a lot from you. Yeah, the talk about PSA 10, that was awesome for me. And if you don't follow JB yet, go follow him on Twitter at Old Town Cards, and go subscribe to him on YouTube, Just Another Card Show. He's always putting out great content, and He's always on Twitter, probably way too much, but so am I.
Yeah,
So.
you know, it's more of a definitely than a probably. If you want to interact with me, I make time, man. I think it's a lot of fun. I love chatting with all these guys. Thanks for having me on, boys. It was awesome.
Yeah, thanks, JB. Talk to you later.
Nice meeting you.